It was Weekend, Monday, and Andrea and I were going out with her brother and her family, just out on the boat for the day. So it was a little bit in the afternoon, and we had been swimming at the beach, made lunch. It was a normal day.
My older brother had his 2 kids. They wanted to go back out on the lake before they actually left. So we decided to go back out to the lake and kind of cruise around a little bit.
I was out with some friends on my boat, not my boat, but my friend's boat, and I was holding the flag, and I was sitting on the side of the boat so that we could kind of level out the boat, put the weight toward the front.
Andrea, out of nowhere, just said, "Oh my gosh, that boy just fell off the boat," and we're all just kind of looking around, not thinking anything of it.
When I was holding up the flag, I wasn't holding on to the boat. So when my friend turned a little more sharply than I expected, I just kind of fell off backwards.
He comes out of the water and was like yelling, and we all thought he was saying like, "I'm fine, I'm fine." Well, then he kept yelling, like screaming kind of like, "I'm gonna die," and whatever, "help, help." And all of a sudden I saw just like blood just like multiplying and multiplying.
The propeller hit my right hand at the wrist and cut it a few times. Then it hit my chest, and then it went through all 3 bones in my arm.
At the moment that it happened, I was so certain that like we needed to be there and to see what was going on.
All of a sudden Katie jumps out of the front of the boat, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I just jump in after her because, I don't know, that's just our instinct. And
at that moment, his friends had got in the water and were trying to decide if they should move him or get him on the boat. It was kind of one of those, you don't want to touch someone that's hurt with the whole stability thing. And so finally they'd got Ken on the boat, and I was on the boat at the same time and had grabbed a towel, knowing that there was a lot of blood, and he was on his stomach at the time that they got him on the platform of the boat. Andrea as she got on the boat, she grabbed towels and blankets and shirts and just a wad of garments that we could start using as tourniquets.
That's the point where we saw his chest and like blood just squirting out of that one artery on his right hand. And at that point, me and Katie both looked at each other like, we need more than just 911, we need lifeline.
It was obvious getting in that he had suffered a lot of blood loss and was going to continue to suffer blood loss, even with the makeshift bandages that were placed. So my immediate concern was getting that blood loss stopped. So we applied on both arms, we applied what's called a combat application tourniquet.
A hero to me is somebody that goes above and beyond the call of duty to facilitate a positive outcome for someone that's in need of that outcome. And in this case, these 2 young ladies definitely, in my opinion, are heroes. And this gentleman's alive today because of their quick action and reaction to a potentially life-threatening, or no question to me what it would have been, probably a fatal accident had they not stopped that blood loss immediately.
They had no idea what they were going to be faced with there. They just knew somebody needed help. What that help was going to be, no idea. And then even when faced with the grim reality of what the extent of his injuries were, didn't back down, weren't afraid, just did what they needed to do.
I would describe a hero as someone that would put someone else first. They would think about someone else and their well-being maybe before themselves.
I feel like Kent was almost a hero to us. Just the way that he fought for his life at that time was amazing.
If they hadn't been there and had level heads and been there to give me immediate care, I mean, in my mind, I would have been dead.